Have you ever come back from a holiday with hundreds of photos and the feeling that you were never really there? Hundreds of pictures and no stories to tell, no moments that stayed with you. We live in a time when everything can be planned. Routes, hotels, restaurants, even the exact spot for the perfect photo. And the more detailed our plan is, the less space we leave for what truly matters. This is not a story of not planning at all. Planning helps us start. But there is one rule I truly believe in. Never plan your trip so thoroughly that there is no room for coincidence, for people or chaos. As a teacher, I don't have this luxury of choosing when to travel. There is only one option: high season. So the question is never when, it's always where. And over the years, I developed another simple never rule. Never miss a chance to go and see a new place, to gain some knowledge, to get experience, to change perspectives. But I also learned something else. It is very easy to fall into a trap of over-planning, because planning gives us a sense of control. It makes us believe that if everything is scheduled, nothing bad can surprise us. That might be a shock, but unplanned things will happen anyway. Buses will be late, planes will be cancelled, plans will fall apart. And if our itinerary is packed minute by minute, every delay means stress, sometimes even lost money. But what if we treated those moments differently? What if we saw them not as problems, but as gifts, as a chance to experience more, to slow down, and to actually meet the place and its people? I will tell you one story. My husband and I were driving through the back roads of Kyrgyzstan. Endless mountains, wild nature, and silence so deep it felt unreal. The landscape was breathtaking. And then we got a flat tire. Suddenly, the beauty changed into calculation. How much daylight do we have left? Where is the nearest village? What happens if the night catches us here on a mountain pass in the middle of nowhere? Our plan didn't have answer for these questions. But then something unexpected happened. Less than 3 minutes later, a local man appeared out of nowhere. Just someone exactly when we needed help. With the ease of a professional mechanic, he changed the tire, calm, efficient, as it was the most natural thing in the world. And when the job was done, he didn't just leave. He smiled and invited us to his home for dinner and for the night. That night we didn't have to sleep in a tent on a cold mountain pass. We sat at a table with people we had never met before, sharing food, stories, and warmth in a place that was never part of the plan. I usually take a lot of photos when I travel, just to prove to myself that I was there. That night, I did not take a single photo. 7 years have passed, and I still remember that dinner, that evening, in incredible detail. That moment wasn't in our itinerary, but it became the heart of the entire journey. Some people might say that if you spend thousands for a flight ticket, you don't want to waste your time. Time is precious, time is money, so we squeeze every drop out of our holidays. One more museum, another new attraction, a city buster just to see everything in one day. Honestly, I get tired just thinking about that. And what I'm trying to say is that sometimes the best thing you can do is to waste time. Wander through narrow streets without a destination. Get lost without Google Maps. Miss a bus and ask a stranger for directions. Sit in a small cafe that will never appear on Instagram. Because when we stop rushing, we start noticing. There's nothing wrong with planning. Planning helps us start. But at the same time, it gives us the illusion of control. And when every hour is scheduled, when every place is pinned on a map, we simply stop being present. We don't look around. We don't ask questions. We don't listen. We follow the plan. It's good when it is our plan. Sometimes we follow a plan of an internet influencer, a plan for a perfect holidays, a plan for great career, successful life, because the same happens in life. We plan our education, we plan our job, timelines, milestone, by this age, this success, by then marriage, kids, happiness. But life, just like travel, rarely follow an itinerary. Some of the most meaningful moments arrived unannounced. A conversation with a stranger, a wrong turn, a bad decision, a problem that we didn't expect, and a person who shows up to help. These moments can't be scheduled. They do not fit into spreadsheet, and they can't be optimized. Yet, they are the ones that we remember. We plan trips to feel in control. We plan lives because of the same reason. But the moments that really changes us are the one we never planned. So, plan enough to move forward. And then leave space. Space for uncertainty, space for people, space for magic. Never plan your holiday in great detail. let the magic happen.